It's time again. That's just gonna play out. Music's from East 1, by the way. Hello, everybody. This is the end for East 10. We're gonna finish the game tonight. I've already done a little bit of grinding off stream. It seems the title screen has gone back to normal. So, I am going to put Karja back in the Raven gear. But, otherwise, there's not much left to do. There was a couple of NPCs I couldn't really figure out how to get 100% affinity with. But, otherwise, we're pretty much almost done.
Oh, Dad. Is the ship alright? Time for
That
a
was
little break.
weird. Anyway, Ashley, you appear to have an event. Hey guys, there's something I want you two to see. Mind coming with me for a bit? What's this? Looks pretty worse for wear. Oh, it's covered page to page with sketches of marine life. Oh, creatures like these actually exist? Can I get a turn, please? What's with the good manners, Adol? Usually you'd go gaga for... So what's the deal with this journal? You pick it up somewhere? Yeah, it was lying on the beach, at Viewpoint Isle. I recognize both the handwriting and the art style. It's my dad's, no doubt about it. Wait, what's this mean then? Didn't your old man... 3 years ago, he found a bunch of undiscovered sea creatures out on an expedition. And when he presented his findings, he was called a liar. But Cruz said there are animals he's never seen before on Viewpoint Island. So if you know anything, you have to tell me. Now that you mention it, Layla did say that flora and fauna from before the Great Calamity were loaded onto one of the arcs. And if that arc's destination was Viewpoint Isle... So these animals are from all that time ago. Aye, that's a strong possibility. Ashley's old man might have visited the island consciously the way you did, Adol. It's hard to imagine he could have made it to the place directly, in person. Well, hold on. If that's the case, why was his journal on the beach? I'm just letting my imagination run wild here, but once the old man met his end, this journal found its way to Viewpoint Isle all by itself. Almost as if it was carrying its owners well inside it. Sort of like Ilana in her cuffs. That's true, we can't say it's impossible. Huh, so that's how it went. I made a choice way back when. A choice to get rid of everything. My memories of my dad, who I really am, all of it. Actually, searching for sea creatures and seeing them with my own eyes was never for my dad's sake. I wanted to see how pointless and boring they were, to laugh in the face of the thing that ruined my life. But then I got to explore all over the Gulf with you guys. And before I knew it, my original goal stopped mattering. Instead, it was replaced with wanting to see more and more wildlife, plain and simple. Not right. So I won't lie to myself anymore. I'm happy to be my dad's kid. And these feelings are something nobody can take from me. It took me several detours along the way, but I'm glad I was finally able to realize this. Sometimes it's the detours that help shed light on the real path. At first, I only thought of you as some snotty brat we just had to put up with. But right now, Ashley, you're about as cute as cute gets. Huh? Thanks. Karja, Adol, I really owe you for all of this. Let's look for sea creatures again sometime. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep giving it my all from here on. Not for my dad, but for myself. Thanks, you two.
Oh, great, a new recapture skill after I've already done every single one of them. And he puts his hat back on. Okay, who else is ready? Mirabelle. Okay, this is it. Something good happen? Oh, you two, it might, depending on how things go. What do you mean? Well, lately it feels as though Grim and the others have matured so much that you can scarcely recognize them. And I've decided that I don't want to be the only one stuck at this standstill. I didn't expect you to be worried about something like that, Mirabelle. I'm just trying to keep up with everybody is all. Can't believe Nintendo stole the Great Calamity from this game, no! So the next time you have a reason to stop by Karnak, there's something I'd like you two to help me out with. I think I could use a bit of your courage. I'm still not following. Hello. Was this the thing you said you needed our help with? Right, sorry for the selfish request. I want you two to beat my witnesses. Witnesses for what? You didn't explain anything to me, either. This might not be a big deal for you, Father. But I need to ask you something that's been weighing on my mind for a long time now. I don't suppose you're after your old man's secret fishing techniques. Wrong! Back when we moved the clinic into the city, just what happened that day my mother died. You've hardly smiled anymore since then. I've tried to make as much as your burden at the clinic as I can, all in the hopes of changing that, yet... If you have your reasons, then I won't force you to be happy. But at the very least, I think I deserve an explanation. I've always assumed that it was something too painful to bring up, but even still, Mirabelle, I knew the moment would come where I had to tell you. Back then, when I would fish before supper, your mom would always come and get me like clockwork. Even now, standing here with our lines in the water, it feels like she might show up at any minute. Oh. When all of us moved into the city, both she and I were kept exceptionally busy. There were plenty of times where we had to have someone else watch you while we were at work. One winter day, the snow had really piled up, causing a rash of illness and injuries. I left the city on house calls that morning, not noticing that your mother was ill herself. Then, eventually, your mother was found collapsed and carried off to another doctor's clinic. I guess he saw me as a rival to his business, however. Once he found out who she was, he refused to treat your mother. Shortly after, she took a sudden turn for the worse, and... Oh, horrible! So is that why you won't refuse any patient, Father? That's right. Any patient before me on any given day could be in a situation just like hers. No matter who they are, a patient could always have someone who cares about them waiting at home. When I think about that, there's no way I could turn anyone away. Mirabelle, you are a truly kind-hearted girl. And because of that, I worry that if I told you this, you'd decide to dedicate your entire life to helping me out at the clinic. I really can't deny it, seeing as I was planning to do exactly that. I don't want to hold you back. The thing that would make me happiest now is for you to find your own happiness. So it's best you forget about me and... Father! No matter who they are, a patient could always have someone who cares about them waiting at home. That's a wonderful sentiment. Don't you see the irony? What do you mean? I'm the one waiting at home for you, dummy! Huh?
Gosh!
The two of us are a family, aren't we? And I won't be your little girl forever, so... I'd really like my dear old dad to just rely on me a teensy bit more. Even if I'm not quite as reliable as Mother yet. But that's... Well, I can see there's not going to be any arguing against you. Father, don't worry, when the time comes I will find my own happiness. But right now I'm happily assisting both you and the Sandras. I understand. That sounds fine by me. I really should have just asked you about all this sooner. Surprised to find there are any conversations even you find difficult, Mirabelle. Regardless of how it might seem, Princess, I'm actually a huge coward. I don't want to hurt anyone, nor do I want to be hurt myself. But knowing the situation you're in, Princess, I felt that I had to summon up my courage for this. That's so. Yep, that's so. And thanks to you as well, Adol, for being here. With that taken care of, let's be off to our next destination.
Thank you, everyone. I always have all of you to lean on. Let's keep doing our best, side by side. Not...
Oh, I skipped the end of the dialogue. Hey, Rafe.
Hey.
Seems we're nearing the end of the journey of ours. At least that's how it feels. Hard to say what lies in wait for us at the end. But thanks for sticking it out with us the whole way through, Rafe. Hey, don't even mention it. You two have done just as much for me. I know we talked about it before, but are you still planning to go back to mercenary life after this? Well, about that. Rafe, there you are, my boy. Dr. Flair. Huh, what happened? Must have been something big to get you so worked up. I discovered a new medicine I'll use for specular grass. It might be effective on Dawson's mental impairment. What? That should do it. I administered a sedative to him, so we'll see how things go once he awakens. Dr. Flair, will this really cure my husband? I don't know yet if we can expect a complete recovery, but I believe this treatment will, at the very least, lessen the symptoms and slow their progress. Could have imagined specular grass would have such properties. Seems he's coming too. Dear? Who the devil are you? Give me a drink. Ain't there any booze around? Always like to have myself a stiff one first thing in the morning. It appears our efforts were unsuccessful. Unfortunately so. Oh, Korja! Ren, I thought you and Doki went out to check the highway. We did, and it's covered in straggling Grieger. Let's get moving, Karja. No way around it. Good thing this didn't happen while we were at sea. Dogi's holding it back, but they've got the edge and strength in numbers. Rafe, we could use your help too. On it. That's all of them mopped up. Man, are we lucky this went down while Adel and Karja were here. I don't like the thought of that. Dogi, why are you so small? What? What? I know Adel's in the foreground, but Doki is like sunken into the ground. I don't like the thought there were so many of these things still roaming around, though. We should probably take a look around the area to be safe, then. Rafe, behind you! Damn it! What? That sounded fleshy. God, I screwed up. Looks like this body of mine has grown soft. Ugh. What? Mr. Italy? Why? Why did you take that hit for me? Because it's my job to protect citizens. Hey, are you okay? You know, I heard my son Rafe was in the area. Could you tell him something for me? Tell him I'm sorry for never teaching him how to use a sword. And that what happened to Mark is my fault. If only I had just a bit more... Huh? Hey, snap out of it. It's me, it's your son, Rafe. Come on, open your eyes. You wanted to teach me how to use a sword, right? Dad! Dad! Rafe, stop. He's gone. So, guess your medicine worked after all, Dr. Flair. Yes, though it seems the effects took a while to present themselves. Came back to his senses. But Rafe had grown up so much by now that Dawson couldn't even recognize him. I'm sorry, Rafe. Don't be. This was coming to him one way or another. No matter how you slice it, my father was a poor excuse of a man. Nothing will change that. Even after what he did today, it doesn't mean I'll forgive him. Rafe. Still, it's like you said to me before, Dr. Flair. The bond between parent and child can never be broken. Dad, you stupid bastard.
Still don't know if I did the right things, but I think I can start moving forward now.
I was not expecting Dawson to die.
Might not have happened if you guys weren't there for me.
So... Huh. Yeah, he's just dead. Oh, thanks. So I have one last journal to report. Whoops, wrong floor.
I see. But my, how very intriguing.
I struggle to believe it, but the one who have left these green runestones. Could it have been? In addition, it would appear that you've managed to investigate each and every runestone.
Allow me to thank you once more.
Ancient break formula. This is something of extreme value I found during the course of my research. Do make use of it. I believe that would be in the item's best interest as well. Andvari! Ooh. I was certain unraveling the runestones of Obelia Gulf would lead to some form of insight. Such was my motivation, and yet what you've delivered is beyond anything I ever imagined. Yes, with these discoveries, the day I pray for shall surely come. Now then, let us see this journey through to its end, for the answers no doubt lie at its destination. It would be the best armor, yes. Andvari. Ooh, lovely. I only have one more piece of spare kite.
I'm pretty good with anything I see.
Hey. Okay. What's
Forge's finest. Never got that armor, huh? Well, it is a 100% reward. In any case, it is super boss time.
All right, let's go.
It'd be a good.
I should use a good lunchbox for this. SP cost discount sounds good.
Food.
Oh, that's for 60 seconds. Let's run. First off, that looks right. That looks right. This thing is immune to all elements. 92%, that is unfortunate. These games always have good 100% rewards. I am level 91, so... Oh, level 92.
Let's do it. Fire in the hole. Fergus Cinder. My body. Here I go. Trouble. How's that? Take this. Freeze. How's that? I'll crush ya. Here I go. They got me.
8 is really good. 9 is also good, but I think 8 is maybe tied for best game in the series with, 7? Okay, maybe I should consider something that can resist paralysis.
There, all better.
Finally time to use this stuff.
Switch out. Freeze solid.
Lunchbox expired, so...
I gobbled that right.
Mega Ultimate.
Dodge this.
Gotcha. Here I go.
My body.
Freeze solid.
Paralyzed again.
There, all better.
Here I go. Freeze solid.
Too easy.
I'll crush ya.
I counterattacked that way too soon.
I'll crush ya.
Pulverize. Fire. Burn to ashes. Dodge this. How's that? Something's wipe off.
He's not taking damage. There he goes. It's scripted.
I'll crush ya! How's that? You ready? How's that? Trouble! There! How's that? I'll crush ya!
Switch! You're just cinders!
Switch out! There!
Oh! Ow! 2,000 damage. I haven't even played these 5 yet. I plan to eventually, though. It's just... It's not really, I don't want to say it's bad. I have the, translation. If I recall right, the reason it failed was mostly that it just came out at the same time as a lot of other really good RPGs, and the UI is a little clunky. It's kind of like compared to Brain Lord. I do like Brain Lord. Oh, hi, Becky. Oh, nice! Oh god, I hate being paralyzed.
There, all better. How's that? Form up! Take the lead! Something's wrong. Dodge this! Rage! Let's ignite! Arc Sprayer! That was close.
Switch!
How's that?
I'll crush ya! Frost over!
What?
Frost over!
Switch!
It's not letting me perfect block that because of the random lightning. I feel like I'm fighting Gale again.
This is tasty! Burn to cinders! Burn to ashes!
East 1 and 2 really need a remake. I would prefer a remake of 5 first, but bump system is really bad. It's just really hard to contend with. Oh, yeah, speaking of bump system, I went thrifting today and I got a copy of Hide Light.
Dodge this! Fire in the hole! What? My body!
Switch out! I'll crush ya!
How's that?
Do we have anything that restores all ailments? That's a revive, too.
Phew! I'm cured!
Worth it.
Here I go!
Burn to cinders! Wipe off! Dodge this! Burn to ashes! Rage! Mana fire!
I thought I lost that.
Rage! Mana fire!
Phew!
If I ever do a replay of this, I gotta make sure to bring, like, paralysis resistance into this fight.
I'm cured.
Tasty!
Switch! Flame off! Flame off! Take this! Blast off! Flame off! Flame off!
Gotcha!
How's that?
You ready?
How's that?
Yeah! Here I go! Trouble!
When I played East 9, I kind of just used all of my instant level up stuff on Raging Bull. So he was level 99 and just like totally wrecked the super boss.
Burn to ashes!
I can't help but notice he's. God damn it!
Pulverize! How's that?
Switch out! You ready?
Max level was also 60 in Open Belgana. And I think also maybe, East 2 as well. And Origin. Okay, now it's time to use the, Golden Bead.
Get ready! Earthbringer!
He seems stronger.
Switch out!
One last act of defiance.
Here I go! Skeeter! Skeeter! Gotcha!
Stop paralyzing me! For fuck's sake!
Switch! Rage! Monarch fire!
Wow, that comes out really fast.
How's that? How's that? The power of mana! What?
Perfect guarding that feels so good.
How's that? Switch! Pulverize! Flame off!
Nice try!
Something's off.
I hate having to do this.
I'm cured.
Wouldn't be a bad idea to just,
Sure.
use these.
Phew. I'm cured.
Yeah! Close call! Button!
Got this! Blast off!
Frost over!
Fire and ice! Here soon!
Time!
I guess I destroyed the island's only crystal cluster during that. Sick.
That was a tough one.
Ancient strength formula. That's all you've got for me? I can buy these. More mana points as if they... Oh, crystal shards. So there's nothing else on this island, though. That brings me to 100% discovery. I'm gonna unequip the Chevalier gloves now. But what to put in their place? This is going to be my final loadout. I'll just take Vitality and break up, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
What? Who would have thought that the things that get stronger as you complete the game are most powerful at 100% completion? Total discovery rate, 100%, let's go! Now to collect my final reward from Dogi. Oh, hold on, there's a crew conversation.
Wonder how Rafe's holding up.
I'm worried for him. But what can you even say to someone in his position?
You guys are totally overthinking it. No way Rafe wants to see us all gloomy and walking on eggshells around him.
Gren, you make a good point, actually.
Yeah, it's almost like he tried to kill him himself.
Psh, I don't remember asking for anybody's concern. We should just eat our meals together and bicker the way we always do.
You know, Gran, for someone so airheaded, you say the most insightful things at times.
Oh, brother. They should learn to keep their voices down.
Well, all that's left, I think, is,
Okay, let's go!
Am I supposed to talk to this penguin? No? But I thought... Perhaps I am not so close to 100%ing this. There must be a fish that I must have processed instead of feeding it to the penguin. Oh god. I'll have to come back to this on my own just to finish this off. Or maybe I just don't care. We'll see. In any case, that's pretty much everything in the game done. Please. There we go.
Hey, take the helm for me.
All right. Here, this.
Ancient Vine, come on! Why are 100% rewards so lame in this? Well, that was weird. Hold on a second. I might be able to tell which one I'm missing just based on the log. Aha! Obelia Herring. I think that's the one I missed. Yeah, I haven't petted an Obelia Herring. I can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So does a Ryunga I haven't fed it? I had fed it a Ryunga. Perch Rowana Glass Corp. A Rowana! Caught on Haze Island. So, let's go ahead and do that real quick.
Right, let's get going.
All right, yeah. Better mark this area on the map. Oh?
Yes, I know we have fish in the water.
Maybe I'll throw a few lines. Got a bite!
That's the way.
That's the way.
Come here, you! Seems about right.
Wait, that wasn't what I was looking for, was it?
Maybe I'll throw a few lines. Got it right! Come here, you! You put up quite a fight!
Salmon.
Got it right!
That's the way.
Come here, you! Seems about right.
Is this also just a salmon? God damn it.
Okay, let's ride!
Is there any other fishing hole on this island?
Yeah! All right!
I love that this thing just turns lower level enemies into roadkill.
Eat this! Yeah!
I won't be on too much of a break for this, though. I only want to, like... This is just my completionist side screaming at me. This island does not have any other fishing holes. Or does it? Wait a second. What about this little pond here? Nope. Okay, we'll try, Ease Island was the other one.
Okay, let's go.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna catch a medium fish here.
Great! Better mark this area on the map. Oh? Seems we got fish in the water. Maybe I'll throw a few lines. Got it right!
We're after our Rowana here, I think?
That's the way.
Come on!
I'll help out.
Come here, you!
Okay,
Seems
let's
about
reel it
right.
in.
That is not what I'm looking for.
The suspense
Actually,
is
hold on,
killing
let me double check. It's on Haze Island.
Maybe
So it's
I'll
gotta
throw
be
a few
here.
lines. Maybe I'll throw a few lines.
I was reading a couple reviews about this game in anticipation for the end, and
That's the way.
yeah, grasping other people's thoughts on this, a lot of people were saying this game is really annoying to 100%. I can kind of see that.
I'll help out.
Come here, you!
Okay, let's reel it in.
Seems about right.
It feels like it's giving me everything but the fish I want. I gotta look for another hole.
Switch. What's this? Let's make tracks. And rock.
Green Day is good. I haven't listened to them in a really long time. I used to jam out to Boulevard of Broken Dreams. If you want to be blocked for them for free, you can just say, if you want to be blocked for them for free on Twitter, you can just say, wake up on October 1st. It's really, really rude, but it's an easy way to get blocked.
Let's make tracks!
There's another fishing hole further in the island, isn't there?
And we're off! Coming through!
Switch! Eat this! Freeze solid!
Switch! And we're off!
I could have sworn there was one
We can
here.
catch something here.
Wait, really? Where? Here?
Okay, let's give it a shot. Huh? Got a bite!
There's not really any indication, but I'll take it. Huh?
This is... Huh?
That's never happened to me before.
Got a bite! This is...
That's weird.
Huh?
I was hoping that I would have gotten all the side quests out of the way by now, but apparently not. Sorry. Let's try, Haze Island again. Or Breezy. Breezy? Breezy.
Okay, let's go! Let's catch our breath.
I'll double check the island for, other fishing spots. Although I don't think I missed any.
Let's make tracks! Okay, let's give it a shot. Huh?
Show
Wait,
me
hold
what
on.
you got, brother!
I want it small here.
Got a bite!
I guess this is just a reward for fishing anywhere that isn't a normal spot.
This is... Here goes! And we're off!
I mean doing everything. I'm actually on hard mode, so I'm not going to get the achievement for, beating the game on Nightmare.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
Yeah, the game doesn't want me to fish there. I want to fill out the journal is what I'm talking about. And I've got, like... Actually, I might be missing a monster entry.
Bet we can catch something here.
Who's been filling the ocean with tiny pouches? I don't know, but I hate them for littering.
Okay,
This game has been piss easy on, even on hard mode. I could probably handle Nightmare.
Show me what you got, brother!
Like, notice against that, like, super boss, I was, like, barely avoiding most of its attacks.
ready and... Yeah, I hooked one. Huh?
My main problem with Nightmare in the earlier games is that playing on Nightmare would actually reduce how much XP you get, so it kind of just became a grind wall.
That went well. Okay, let's give it a shot. Hup. Got a bite. Ready and... That went well.
I can't be surprised that I've not gotten this fish in such a long time, because I'm trying to get it now, and I can't get it. Okay, I need to buy more bait. Where's the fishy? There you are.
Okay, let's go.
Humans. Here. Do whatever you metal. See it.
Wow, he is so upset. He sounds like he hates being there.
Okay, let's go. Let's catch our breath.
Yeah, I've only played through East 1 and 2 like twice, I think. And it's primarily just because bump system is
Okay, let's
so
give it a
awful.
shot. Hup. Got a bite.
Looking good.
Then again, I played most of the East games twice.
Ready and... Yeah, I hooked one.
Oh, I finally got it! Okay, next, Haze Island.
All right, let's go.
It should be a good spot to rest.
You.
I bet we can catch something here.
Something's sticky on
Okay,
my select
let's
button.
give it a shot.
So I want a medium fish here.
Got a bite. Looking good.
I'll give you a hand. Looking good.
Ready and...
Let's
Yeah,
do this.
I hooked one.
Not the one I'm looking for. Whoops.
No good, huh? Hup.
Show me what you got, brother.
How many games will they adapt of Owl's Journey? I don't know, because they keep adding more. They just slotted this one in between East 2 and 4. Oh, he wrote 100 books? Wow.
I'll give you a hand.
Ready and...
Let's do this.
That went well.
For those who don't know, East games are canonically a retelling of Owl's books that he kept in his mountain lodge around where he used to grow up.
Got a bite.
And like, sometime like 40 years after his last adventure, he goes missing. And they just break into the lodge and find all of his chronicles. So these stories are kind of told in the past tense.
Looking good.
Ready and...
Let's do this.
That went well.
I'll give you a hand.
Wait, this is supposed to be France? Okay. Now, if I
All right.
warp here,
let's
will
go.
reset the fishing pool.
And we're off.
It doesn't appear to, so I'll have to leave the app.
All right. Let's go.
All right, let's disembark. Let's make tracks. I bet we can...
Yeah, no
catch something
spoilers,
here.
please. I'm at the end of the game, but I don't see the fish brain yet. Maybe I should wait a little bit.
All right. Let's go.
Need some.
You're not wrong, though. She is literally connected to him.
Here. Not now.
New Game Plus? Ooh, now you've got my attention.
Okay, full speed ahead. Let's catch our breaths.
There it is. I just had to area
I bet we
transition a
can
bit more.
catch something here. Okay, let's give it a shot. Hup.
Show me what you got, brother.
Got a bite.
Looking good. Let's do this.
I have a couple friends who said they would be here, but it doesn't look like they're here right now.
Yeah, I hooked one.
It's okay, they're not missing much. What was the one I wanted to get again? It was a medium fish. Yeah, the Rowana.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Hup. Got a bite. Looking good.
I'll give you a hand.
Ready and...
Let's do this.
Now this is a prize catch.
It's gonna be reddish when I get it. Oh, also neat.
Hup.
Jumpy.
Show me what you got, brother.
Got a bite.
Looking good.
All right. All right. Ready and... That went well.
I can't help but notice that I keep trying to catch the fish that's of a specific size and it keeps giving me ones in other sizes.
Let's make tracks.
Do I still have any more medium bait? I do. I don't remember if there's another fishing hole on this island. I'll take another look. Since some of the fishing holes do have some different loot.
You. Let's make
Aha,
tracks.
there's one.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
Fishing is okay depending on the game. Depends on how it's executed.
Show me what you got,
This
brother.
one is not great.
Got a bite.
It would be nicer if the fish gave better materials.
Ready and... Yeah, I hooked one. Hup. Got a bite.
Fishing in Dark Color 2 is actually really good. I gotta stream that sometime, but I'd prefer to wait until I have a bit more, of a viewer base. Since that is my favorite game, and I want it to be special for everybody.
Let's do this.
Ready and...
Also, I must apologize for prodding the chat yesterday. That was very unprofessional of me. Also, I got one, finally! I actually had forgotten that I hadn't fed this guy all the way. Obelia herring. Cycloid brooch. That sounds really useful. What does it do? Is that like 50% less Wait. No, it must be a fishing thing. Do fishing to gauge fill rate upon executing prompts. Okay. Asteria is supposed to be Britain. No, no, Britai is Britain. Asteria, I don't really know what it is. Strength elixir. Okay, that's a bit more useful. Hey, don't tell me this thing seriously wants more. Oh, it seems it's finally full. And in perfect health now, too. About time if you ask me. Maybe now it's feeling well enough to head back to where it came from. I'm a little worried. Do you think he'll make it home safely? Relax. Just think about how many of our fish that bird wolfed down. After all that, I'd be miffed if it didn't survive. But no point dwelling on it. We should get moving too. Excuse me for one moment. I will be right back. Never mind. I have returned. So what's this? That wasn't there before.
Okay, let's go.
Hold on, OBS is blocking part of my chat. There we go. Is East based off Lithuania? I have no idea. I didn't know of any period where Lithuania was flying. Hello, Helly.
Full speed ahead!
So,
I think I see something.
Let me have a look.
oh, penguins?
I've spotted something over there.
Penguins! Look, the whole colony of penguins. They're so cute. Wait, aren't those two? It's the same ones we fed. I see now, they must have been separated from their colony. It's nice to see they made it back again. Though I have to wonder how they wound up so far away from the others in the first place. Only reason that comes to mind, the Grieger. Given how much of these waters they've turned upside down, it's no wonder they've had a bad effect on the local. Seems all our problems keep pointing right back to them. I just hope the Gulf goes back to normal soon. Don't worry about that. Annabelle and I will send those Grieger packing before you know it. Won't we, Shield brother? Just leave it to us. I know, but still. Relying on others all the time doesn't sit right with me, so I'll be tagging along until the end. Don't get the wrong idea, though. I'm not doing it for your sake or anything. Just couldn't let this end on a positive note, could you? Huh? I think they want to give us something. 30 rainbow drops! Cool! So many of them. Almost like the penguins are cheering us on.
Notebook entry complete. Let me know when you find something new.
All sea life? The life aquatic with Adel Kristen. Okay, total. 100% quests completed. 87% people entries. 50% recipe entries. I should have one extra more battle entry. I don't know what it is I'm missing. Honestly, it's okay if I don't get this. Does the Russian Empire exist? I have no idea. Comfort, what's up? I just remembered that I happened to get my hands on some fine herbal tea. Atal, Karja, would you care to join me for a cup? Huh, first time I've ever had this stuff, but it ain't half bad. I'm glad it's to your liking. It's a little gift I had sent from my hometown as a way to thank you for your cooperation with the runestones. We learned a lot from them. Aye, a lot of history on them that not even I didn't know, despite being a Norman. The truth behind Rollo of the Bloody Seas and his idyllic Duchy of Norgard, for instance, as well as the resolve and fortitude his people showed in the face of annihilation, leading all the way to the origins of Karnak. Through these revelations, I am now more convinced than ever. Gleans and Normans can indeed live together in harmony. I know I just said it was just some pipe dream, but now we've got proof that it happened. Makes me start to think I can believe it myself. But actually making it reality is going to take a few trips to hell and back. The fact that you even can see there's still a chance is a massive step in the right direction. Now that we know it's possible, all that's left to do is press on, and I'll make my life's work to see it through. Why did you go so far for this, Father? You'll make yourself bait for the Grieger, spout dewy-eyed hopes left and right. At first I thought it was because you were a priest, but I get the feeling there's more to it than that, not to mention your skill with the blade. What's it all for, at the end of the day? I suppose what I truly want is to honor their souls. Huh? Whose? My beloved teachers, friends, and students, all of whom were beckoned to heaven on that fateful day. I suppose the time is right to tell you to. It was 30 years ago. A faction of Normans attacked the monastery where I had been raised. As a result, the lives of every person I held dear were stolen away. And yet many of my brothers and sisters who perished hailed from the north. They were Normans, the same as our assailants. Why were Normans living there? Whether it was those fleeing the cold wave that befell their lands, or those who were displaced for their own reasons. The monastery was a sanctuary for any such people in need. I won't pretend we didn't have our share of conflicts, but I grew up alongside them all the same. Guess that explains why you know so much about Normans. Although our cultures may differ, we were still able to understand one another as fellow human beings. And as human beings, we were also equal in death. I suppose I'm doing all this because I cannot reconcile myself. I want to believe those days were more than a fleeting illusion. My apologies, it would seem I forgot myself a tad. I feel like I understand you better now, Father. Turns out the world really is made of all sorts. Sorry for thinking you were sketchy. Please don't pay it any mind. Incidentally, I began work as a missionary after the event, traveling from country to country. In doing so, I came across a large variety of local legends, each as delightfully quaint as the Oh, pardon me, it seems a fly stuck in here. Now, little fellow, you must go wandering so carelessly. Did you see that? He touched the thing by its wings. Curious about those local legends. Hey, why don't you get them started? Oh dear me, the tea has gone cold. Sally, make us a new pot. Apparently he learned swordsmanship from a certain gladiator while staying in Isfani. Does East 5 take place in Isfani? Am I supposed to know of this gladiator?
What fun that was! So long as there are those like yourselves around. Let's keep our spirits high and press onward, shall we?
Maxed out affinity with all characters. Wow! Alright! One last save. Let's do this.
Alright, let's go!
Okay, no turning back. Oh, there's... Ah. So this must be the final arena.
Ah, you've arrived at last.
Hello, Har.
This place is vaguely reminiscent of my homeland. Winters longer than I could hope to fathom. Summers that pass in the wink of an eye. The fleeting skies of the latter were much the same as the one we see above us.
Wait, it's not Rollo, is it? I always thought it would be... I always thought it was going to be Har. I brought Karja with me.
So you did. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
This the old-timer, Adel?
As I thought, it truly is you.
Oh god, is that the original Rollo? This entire time we thought it was Har.
Rollo, my dear husband.
Huh?
I was actually wrong.
How long has it been?
Amazing.
You've suffered in countless ways on my account. And to top it off, I've grown gray and decrepit with age. I was convinced I lacked the dignity to so much as look you in the eye.
It does explain why he has a portrait of her in his house.
Don't be ridiculous. All this time, I assumed you were no longer of this world.
But Rollo? The Rollo?
Well, that proves my theory. If this proves my theory, though.
He'd have to be at least 100 years old.
Over 140 or so, in fact. Though I've long ceased keeping count. It was my unfinished business that stopped me from shuffling off this mortal coil.
Unfinished business? Actually, that reminds me. Why did you disappear after the Grieger laid waste to your country?
The Grieger? Ah, yes. You speak of the malevolent beings born of the Sea King's throne.
Pardon? Where did you get that idea?
So,
Oh?
you never noticed either, Leela. From here, one can witness the state of the world for what it is. The true nature of the Sea King's throne is that of the latent power within the unconscious minds of man. In particular, humanity's innate ability to forge the world around them.
What do you mean by that?
Take a moment to contemplate. The world, as humans know it, exists by way of human thoughts and emotions. Therefore, it is the perceptions of the people in any given time and place that compose the world. Should the world ever change, it is because the hearts and minds of man have changed.
I guess that makes some amount of sense.
But then what need was there to prepare a physical throne?
That is where my understanding ends. Perhaps the gods thought to provide man a means by which to realize his own gifts. The throne that crumbled to dust, I'd wager, was nothing more than a simple armchair.
A mere chair? If that is indeed the case, why do you say it was the throne that brought forth the Grieger?
And how do you know more about the thing I've been guarding my entire existence than I do?
Those who reside in the lands of Obelia Gulf are pervaded by a deep-seated conception that by no means can they effect change, or that by no means do they wish to. It is those human sentiments that comprise the deathless Grieger in their purest form.
The Grieger are caused by man?
I mean, that's kind of what the ending of East 9, alleges.
And those feelings of being unable to change things, or having no desire to. That's what keeps him from dying?
Yes, this was as present in the nation I founded as it is in the present age. In times of peace, man wishes for his tranquil days to last in perpetuity. Conversely, in times of strife, he elects to avert his eyes and weather the storm. Although he possesses the power to forge the world, he corners himself into stagnation. Such individuals are the ones who unconsciously give rise to the Grieger.
Does that go for the Trident too?
Yes, they are fundamentally the same, albeit somewhat different in origin. From the very beginning, my mother has been incapable of bearing a child. Having married into the house of the Jarl, however, failure to provide an heir would not be brooked. In her desperation, my mother called upon Loto in prayer, and at last I was conceived.
So Rollo is the son of Loki!
Wait, Loto?
Oh god, does that mean he's part horse? Isn't that one of the gods?
Yes. Even amongst the Pantheon, he is considered a maverick.
I was always taught never to pray to Loto.
That is because Loto is a god who engenders chaos.
It's Loki, yes.
Some rumors even hold that it was he who drove the Normans out of their homeland.
What?
That said, there are times chaos can bring about weal just as much as it does woe. Thus do people continue to implore his aid, as had been done in eras past. It is for this reason that he is disparaged by other gods as a divine evil.
Quite so. In response to my mother's pleas, Loto implanted 3 malices into her womb. Such is the story of how I was born.
That's just...
Upon first learning of this, I resented my mother. But in retrospect, I am grateful. After all, she had been willing to go to such lengths to wish for my birth. And then, we have Leela, who awakened my inner self slumbering within the depths of my subconscious.
Rollo.
It must be acknowledged, however, that this very act is what brought about the great calamity in all of its tragedy. I am of a mind to put an end to these malices with which I am one. And quashing malice born of humanity necessitates humans of equal strength.
You wouldn't. You mustn't.
Trident, return to me.
I had a feeling that's where this was
I
going.
stand before you as your true liege and master.
Stop!
feel like he was gonna die anyway.
No! No!
Oh, he got young again.
Oh, nearly lost myself there.
Rolo?
Those devils could not be vanquished at the time of the Great Calamity. I had my reasons, you see, for whiling my days away in Beevrost, the collective unconscious of humankind. My aim was to devitalize the Malices bit by bit, and at the same time...
Uh-oh.
I'm getting a vision in my head.
The Cyrus is in danger.
Those who not only confront the malice born of their unconscious, but prevail against it. It is with their futures that I cast my lot.
Oh shit, can they use venom?
Gren just...
Mildly light-skinned
Conquering
Gandalf.
malice requires the strength of will and mind to envision what you aspire to. And be certain you will realize it.
Oh, we're cinematic now.
The key lies not in cold calculations, but rather the courage to believe in oneself, even in the absence of rational grounds. Adol, that blade you have come to acquire, the Haim's Kringla. It embodies the very courage you and your companions have gained over the course of your journey. Adol, Karja, now is the time for you to strike me down!
Was this your plan all along?
You'll forgive me for making you a part of it.
You're on. But on one condition.
What might that be?
Leela, you play for his side.
What?
What?
There, Grimps. This round, you and Leela get to fight as a team.
I don't want to fight her. I like her.
Adol. Karja.
Hell's bells! Ha! I couldn't ask for anything better! Lucky for me, the ones who made it to this isle were two stout young souls like yourselves. Leela!
Yes.
Her.
So that's your true form. A mermaid.
Oh! I love it.
Adol. Karja. Thank you both.
I love her outfit. It's even better now. I kind of want to be in that.
We're really in for it now, huh? You won't go holding that against me, right?
Not a bit.
Mermaid Goddess boss, let's go!
Here it is. The point our journey's been leading up to. This is one fight we can't afford to lose. Let's go, Shield brother!
Conquer the malice of this world!
We shall engage you in tandem.
It broke through!
Try this on for size!
Crumble!
Ah, you think that after a century...
Just one thing I'd like to change.
I'm sorry for what happened all that time ago.
You needn't give it a second thought, my love. Adol. Karja. The two of us will come at you with every fiber of our beings.
That'll make beating you all the more worth it. Right, Adel?
I have to be careful not to trounce them. I'm doing a lot of damage already.
Brace yourselves!
Oh! Phase 2!
Are you alright, my love?
I'm managing to retain control of myself. Thanks to you. That alone, however, will not be enough to stop Rolo of the Bloody Sea. As expected, our only resort is for these two to prevail.
You've got even more left to give? Angry by us. We're in this till the end. Dodge this! Dodge this!
Holy Link's Revenge value actually changes the animation of those duo attacks. What? He just followed the fucking water ship!
Here I go! Shield breaker together!
See how this treats you!
Oh. Oh!
Go forth.
Georgia!
Did I zone out again? Or are we in hell again?
This is...
Incredible.
Karja, you're not freezing to death, are you?
Oh, Karja! To think that a life
Oh?
spent tossed about by the whims of fate could end with an encounter against ones of your caliber!
True final boss.
Me. No, I'd go so far as to say Loto be praised! Now where were we?
Oh!
Let us make this a class for the ages, my young, hopeful brethren!
Yeah! I'm sorry, does he have fucking water clouds? Ow. Please stop stunlocking me! Leo, I've been going easy on you because I like you. Please stop making me regret that. Oh, look, this music. This might be one of their finest final boss themes in quite some time. Wait, did that just fade out and loop? Ow. Oh my god, what is happening? Oh. Yeah.
You've done it. At last.
Is it over?
Karja. Adol. Thank you.
Mom?
Elena. Could it be that her resolve materialized into those shackles through...
Her own doing, yes. By way of the world-forging gift all humans innately possess.
You're old again.
There is yet more to her strength of will and mind. In weaving a bond between Karja and Adol, it served as a major guiding force toward this outcome.
It just goes to show. Our journey found support in all shapes and sizes.
And that's why he doesn't have it in East 4.
Your sword.
That sword was also your latent power. A manifestation of the potential residing in each of you. With its purpose now fulfilled, it has returned to its proper place. For so long, I have bided my time for those who could lay me low.
Everything that's happened is the result of a broken chair.
For this reason that they are yet capable of much and more. Where once I regarded this quality with contempt, in the end, I do so in admiration.
Ramps.
Well, Adol, what say we conclude by revealing the answer? The contents of that emptied chest were my greatest treasure. I trust that you recall my saying this as well as the riddle I posed.
It can't just be the sword, can it?
As I said, that very sword, the Hames Kringla, embodied your respective potentials. My greatest treasure is none other than you.
Thanks, Gramps.
You are the promise this world holds.
Rolo.
Oh. It would appear that they've finally come to whisk this old man away. The time we spent on this isle together, Adol, was nothing short of irreplaceable.
We mostly just went fishing.
And Karja, I've caused you such hardship.
Gramps.
Is this really goodbye?
Well, naturally. I'm already
40.
What was it again?
143 years old, my love.
Ah, yes. How could I forget? Fret not, even should we part. Our bonds endure.
Are you all right?
Thank you, Leela, for letting me make the best of my life. At last, I will see for myself what wonders await in Valhalla.
So that's not where we are. I guess this is Asgard then?
Kaja, remember these words well. Humans can forge the world. Of this much, I am certain.
Rolo? My dearest.
Oh. Chapter 10, end. Several days later. Hey, Leela's with us.
If you please.
Ah, funeral pyre at sea.
Great King Rollo, founder of Norgard. Go with the love and grace of the gods.
The gods, huh? Makes you wonder how Rollo felt about being at their mercy.
Not too thrilled if I had to guess. But from what I gather, the man lived a life worth commemorating. Valkyria, guide his majesty to Valhalla, to Har's hallowed halls.
We owe him for so much.
Never had much chance to talk with the old-timer. But he was incredible through and through.
Adol, Karja, no turn of phrase could ever express the depth of my gratitude. But even still, I thank you deeply. The memory of his parting smile is one I will forever hold. That we could arrive at this closure is more than I dared hope.
Wasn't nearly enough to pay back what he's done for us, if you ask me. But on a lighter note, what's next for you, Leela?
That is yet to be decided. My simple wish is to continue keeping vigil over these lands he sought to preserve.
Please live, I really like you.
The only question is what form that endeavor should take. Incidentally, Adol, you'll be departing soon after this, yes? Are you alright with that, Karja?
I'll admit, I considered trying to hold him up at first. But the thing is, it takes awareness to grow as a person. And you can't be aware of much unless you take the steps to learn more. Now I know that adventures are something Adol just can't go without. So I don't think tying him down will do him any favors. Not being joined at the wrist anymore will take some adjusting to. But I think this is what my mom was getting at when she let us out of her cuffs.
By that token, one could see this as your liberation as well. Now is your chance to take life by the reins, as Ilena might say.
Yeah, that's why I'm working out some plans of my own.
I see. More farewells are coming down the line, then.
Aye. But let's not start a pity party about it. Well, Adel, you're headed to Karnak first, right? Let me give you a ride. I've got some business there myself.
It's epilogue time. To each their own future. Karja lives! Yay, she gets a happy ending!
For all of Gran and the townsfolk's efforts, they've still got a ways to go on rebuilding.
I wish I could stay and help.
I'll bet. But who knows when you'd be able to set out if you did. It shouldn't be long before the passenger liner makes port. Best you join up with Dogi and Dr. Flare and shove off.
So wait, who gets the Sedras? Bren? I could go for one last turn around town.
That's so. Guess it does have more than a few memory lanes to go down. How's this then? I'll take you as close to your destination as I can on the Sandras. That way, you won't have to keep to any schedules.
Oh, Karja gets it. Don't you have any business to take care of?
Is that what I said? Look, I'm the one offering, so don't think twice about it. Now get a move on, will ya? I'll be right here waiting.
Wow. I don't know what to say. Turns out even the Volta Seacourse is lending their full cooperation in rebuilding the town. Normans and Gleans working shoulder to shoulder for a common cause. Never thought I'd see the day. It's enough to hit you right in the heart. I got a feeling Nobilia Gulf might be starting to change for the better, bit by bit. Hey kid, you alone? Me, I've got some business to discuss with the Volta Seacourse. Wanted to ask if they'd let me run off somewhere before the Romans catch up to me. No matter how deplorable it may seem, I'm going to live on and stick it out as a fugitive. That way I can keep her memory alive too, right here in my heart. Hi Nathan, you missed everything. Thanks kid, you give my regards to Karja, yeah? I wish you and your companions the best of luck on your travels, kid, from the very bottom of my heart. You give my regards to Karja, yeah? Oh, it's different now. The music. Now those monsters are finally out of our hair, it's time for us merchants to take the lead. We've got a big town to rebuild, and that means big opportunities for business. No way am I letting carpet trading get all the credit for this. By the way, the, youth brigade, was it? Whatever the name is, those kids are really working their butts off. We've got to buckle down and do our best to help them out. Karnak's being rebuilt, and I'll be pitching in however I can. I'm working with a bunch of merchant companies to help transport supplies by boat. Nice, 2 frame per second shadows, by the way. We're bringing in relief from Balta Island to Menorca Village, even Ilmer. I've got to admit, joining hands with people like this ain't so bad after all. Look alive, people, we're getting another shipment of relief supplies today. Oh, Adel, is Rollo's funeral over? Yeah, the ceremony was beautiful. I wish I could have been there too, but there's no getting around tradition on that one. By the way, I asked if Ulvar would make me his official apprentice. He refused, said trying to juggle shipwriting and merchant work at the same time would be an insult to the craft. Of course he did. Yeah, that's just how Ulvar is. That doesn't mean I'm giving up. I'll show him that I can be a proper shipwright and support the trading company. Of course, none of this means anything unless I manage to get Ulvar's approval. I'm impressed, Cruz. What can I say? This is the approach that feels right to me. It's another one of those many things we've gained on our journey, you know? Not to say we didn't lose a lot, too. I mean, just take a look at the town. But in 5, maybe 10 years, I'm hoping we'll be able to look back on this and smile. And in order to do that, I can't afford to lie to myself about who I am anymore. So thanks, Adel, for giving me the push I needed. Have a safe journey, and give my regards to Dogi and Dr. Flare, too, okay? Okay, then. Guess I'd better figure out how I'm going to win Ulvar over. Actually, trying to convince him with words will only make him more obstinate, huh? My best bet might just be to push my way into the shipyard and stand my ground in silence. Ah, the frame's completely warped. We're gonna have to take it down and start fresh. Hey, aren't you a clone of... Hold on. I could have sworn. Hold on a second. So he's teal, brown patch on each side, brown hair, teal headband. And here he is again. You thought I wouldn't notice, game. Are you really alright with this, Mr. Mayor? Yes, the role of Reconstruction Foreman goes to you, Grant. Full discretion will be yours to exercise. Hells yeah! Time for us to really get cracking! Note, you are strictly to oversee the actual work sites. I want you to focus on ensuring safety protocols so as to prevent injury. You will also deploy and manage the militiamen sent to assist. I expect thorough reports to both Commander Gulliver and myself. Understood. I can't remember this much stuff at once, though, so I'll ask again later to make sure I've got it all straight. We're gonna fix up Karnak good as new. There's no room to screw this one up. So long as you comprehend that much. The militia will need to stand guard over the town, too. We can't go relying on the Baltic Sea Force for everything. Right, I'll make sure to keep that in mind. We've decided to start working with the Baltic Sea Force again. On top of that, our budget's got enough for an overhaul to keep the militia running. You've really made a difference in this town. Thanks for everything. Hey, if it isn't Al, today's the day you set out, right? Oh, it's gonna be lonely around here without you, man. I'm gonna miss you guys, too. You sure about that? Aren't you just itching to get out there and find your next adventure? By the way, Leela told me something interesting. Remember how Rosa was able to recreate Karnak when she was a Grieger? Well, that might have been thanks to a tiny scrap of power from the Sea King's throne still lingering in the Marine Triangle. Same logic applies to me being able to use mana on Viewpoint Island. Guess we were both drawing on that thing Rolo mentioned. You know, humanity's ability to forge the world around them. It's just as I suspected. Wait, really? You already put it together? Oh man, I was really hoping to surprise you with that one. But anyhow, the important thing is to keep your mind on whatever it is you want. That's the real power of humanity, according to Rolo. So long as everyone wants it hard enough, this town will be put back together in no time. Now that was the grunt I know. When I gave the same spiel to my pops, all I got was a long, drawn-out sigh. But seriously, come back to Karnak sometime, okay, Adel? Believe me, that by the time you do, it's gonna be bigger and better than ever. We can even go goof off at the hideout again. I'll definitely visit. Heck yeah, I'll hold you to that. Man, though, guess this'll be our last time chewing the fat, huh? Take care of yourself, okay? Eat your veggies and brush your teeth. Say bye to Dogi and Dr. Flare for me too, yeah? I'll never forget you, my man, not in a million years. Gulliver and I are exceedingly busy. That's why we need a foreman to supervise the actual work sites. Brian will probably make no shortage of mistakes, but when he does, I'll simply let him off with a good scolding. Oh. There you are! Sorry. Thanks for everything, little guy. Yeah, I'll come back, promise. Me and my friends are looking all over to make sure there's nothing dangerous left lying around. Can I enter the Youth Brigade hideout? There's still so much left to do. These fishing boats are rather unsteady, aren't they? Whoa, careful there, Missy. By the way, are you sure about this? Sticking around in Karnak, that is. I mean, you're finally free to live the life you want, now that you've made a clean break with your family. Yes, I am. That's precisely why I chose to remain. After all, it's here where I got the true love I longed for reside. Wait, what? He certainly is a dense sort, and yet, even that aspect of him is charming. There's no need to rush. We have all the time in the world to nurture this bond. I was wondering why the Missy wanted to get commercial fishing a try all of a sudden. Does she really mean what I think she does? What should how do I even... What did you miss? You're just gonna have to watch the VOD, man. Hi, Ashley. I'm planning to go on a little expedition. I'm gonna hop on a passenger ship and observe the sea life in places a bit further out from here. It's because of you guys that I finally managed to find my own dream. So thanks. I'm glad I can finally say that now. You missed the final boss! I wonder what kinds of sea life there'll be outside of Obelia Gulf. I'm looking forward to it. Whoa! Picker Brigade. Okay, everybody, here we go. Snackies! Walkies! Shinies! And sparklies! Oh, did you like the show? I'm gonna learn how to do even more stuff, and then I'll go on a journey, just like you. I hope we see each other again someday. Today is Sasha's debut performance. I only hope it goes down well. She wanted to encourage the townsfolk, and this is the idea she landed on. Apparently she even plans to take the Pickers along with her on a traveling show. Who can say how serious she is about all that? But I'll watch over her every step of the way. Encore, encore! Keep it up there, Sash. You too, little Pickers. Hello! I didn't realize you were back from Volta Island already. You'll be taking the next boat off the island today, right? What have you been up to, Rosa? Well, you see, I was just thinking of putting on a soup kitchen and handing out food to everybody. If Rolo's funeral is over now, then Killy and the others will be coming to help with the reconstruction soon. And Mom and Dad will... Huh? Huh? Oh, darn it, I told myself I was going to see you off with a smile, no matter what. The fact that my family is safe, that I was able to make up with my sister, it's all because of you and Karsha. That's why I don't want to let you go. I'll come back to Karnak someday. Really? Promise? You gotta stay at Renegade when you do, okay? We're going to rebuild it even better than it was before. And I'm gonna keep practicing so I can make tons and tons of delicious food for you. You'll get so popular there'll be no vacancies. Don't be silly, we'll make sure there's a room open for you. Anyway, it's hard to say goodbye, but I don't want to hold you up. Take care of yourself, Adel. I'll never ever forget you. It won't be long before the passenger liner arrives, right? I want to see you off one last time before you leave, so I'll sneak over to the harbor later, okay? Oh, it seems the funeral must be over. I suppose that means the kids will be dropping by soon. How nerve-wracking. I hope I don't put my foot in my mouth. You know, we should be grateful to him, shouldn't we? He was the one who arranged to send over relief supplies from Volta Island, after all. We wouldn't be able to rebuild the inn otherwise. I'm perfectly aware. That's precisely why I want to say the right things. Our family's future depends on it, after all. Kareen, you're absolutely right. Adel, thank you so much for everything. It's because of you that we managed to come so far. Please come by again someday. I'm sure Rosa will be waiting for you. We have some special guests coming today. I'm sure you know who I mean. They're going to help us fix up the inn. I'm looking forward to seeing them. We truly appreciate all you and Karja have done. No, this goes beyond just appreciation. And that's all the more reason we have to rebuild our inn. So come back and stay with us someday, won't you? Our entire family will be waiting to see you again. Doggy! Hey, Adel, guessing the funeral's all over now? I've been helping with the reconstruction work, just a little party gift before we leave. Strange, isn't it? Oh, my apologies. Well, nasally. Vtuber, tool-assisted voice actor? Yeah, I'm kind of hamming it up here, aren't I? As part of what makes RPGs really exciting to watch, is if the streamer has a good voice for everybody. I'm pretty sure that's why Undertale took off, or at least with some streamers. Joel especially. Pretty much, I think he's the reason everyone defaults to Skeletor for, Papyrus. Congrats on reaching the end of this game. I know, it's been such a long journey. I've enjoyed every step of the way. I have no idea what I'm gonna do now. This has been, like, kind of a large part of my life for the past 3 months. I've only spent a few days in this little town, and yet at this point it practically feels like home. I feel the same way. Ha, you too, huh? It really is great journeying around like this. Papyrus and Skeletor are the same person from 2 different time periods. Wonder if Sans has been to both. Well, I guess I'll help out around here a bit more before we shut off. Don't forget to say goodbye to everyone. Your Papyrus voice sounds vaguely like a horse James from Pokemon. Oh, hey, are you gonna disappear? Greetings, Red One. It seems you were able to reach a happy ending. No ending isn't quite right. For you, this is merely a beginning. that I was able to accompany you for even this small portion of your journey has been extremely fulfilling. Truthfully, I would have liked to witness just a sliver more of it. To think that I, the presider of resignation, could harbor such an emotion. I'm certain that many more fruitful journeys lie in store for you. Enjoy them to their fullest, the encounters and trials ahead, but above all else, keep well, Adel. I am certain that many more fruitful journeys lie in store for you. Enjoy them to their fullest. But enjoy them to their fullest, the encounters and trials ahead. But above all else, keep well, Adel. I'm trying to read chat while I read messages, while I read dialogue at the same time. You know, a little bird told me that the Sea King's throne was discovered. But no matter who I ask, I can't get everyone to give me the specifics. All this scenery is just making me more curious. Maybe once things have settled down, I'll set out to Obelia Gulf once more and see what I can find. I know, there's so many characters in this game, even the merchants have dialogue. There might be just a few treasures that went overlooked. You can find the final fight in the VOD. I upload all my stuff to YouTube. My aim is... I'll take a moment to talk about this. I never felt like I really wanted to get popular. I feel like that's a good metric to have for a live streaming. I don't feel bad when I only get like 4 viewers. I am just happy if even one person shows up. I appreciate every single one of you. And I want to let you know that I love you all very much. As long as you guys just keep watching and commenting, it gives me the strength to keep going. And my hope is that someday somebody will just like binge watch my YouTube channel, like I watch Vinny sometimes. He's been a big inspiration to me, and I think he knows that. So, once again, thank you to all of you again. I love you all so much, and I'm very happy that you've made these, I've been VTubing for about 5 months now. It's been fantastic. I actually can't hope for anything better. Streaming regularly has been pretty tough on me, but I think as time goes on, I'm getting more used to it. FTL streams do pretty good though, so I'll do that again sometimes though. I'm a cool lady, thanks. Oh, such a heartwarming moment, chat. Well, hey there, I was just arranging the delivery of some materials at Mr. Carpet's request. Not to say though, the Soundress turned out to be quite the ship, especially for one that was due to be scrapped. He sailed not only the Raoul Darksea, but even the Cicatrix, right? Her exploits are an inspiration to us all. Here's hoping she stays strong and seaworthy for years to come. Well, that's all the tools in Lumble all accounted for. Alright, let's split up and haul these where they need to go. Yeah, I like endings where you can walk around town and talk to everybody again. Dawson gave Rafe the chance he needed to finally move forward. I'm sure he can rest in peace knowing that. I want to support him as well, and to that, I'll have to get stronger myself. I'm still not entirely at ease about Rafe's future, but I want to support him, and to do that I'll have to get stronger. I'm surprised you didn't mention Earthbound. Undertale and Deltarune also do this. But an RPG recommendation, Fallout New Vegas. I have played through New Vegas twice. And that's not counting runs I didn't finish. Long ago, our ancestors all lived as one, unified nation. Once people truly understand this, they stop expressing prejudice or fear against the Normans. That's not to say the issue is wholly resolved, but even still, we're starting to bridge the gaps between us one step at a time. Yeah, I am aware of how often New Vegas crashes. This is assuming I can even get it to run on modern hardware. It's kind of a finicky game. Above all, I am overjoyed to have been able to share these sentiments with you all. I also always play with Daughter of Ares. We know now that a path forward towards reconciliation exists. And it is with the knowledge that our people can begin to bridge the gaps between us, one small step at a time. The only bad thing about Fallout New Vegas is that it runs like Fallout New Vegas, yeah. I think there was a period where I had to stream the game from my laptop to my PC because there was no other way to get it working. In that sense, my dream just may have come true. I cannot begin to tell you how pleased that makes me. Be well, Adel. May we meet again someday. What's going on over here? Rafe! Rafe seems to be headed somewhere. Could it be? Huh? Back from Volta Island already? I was looking for you. Haha, there you go again. You'd be better off just leaving me be. I'll level with you. The mercenary group I joined with asked me to come back. Sounds like the situation on the front lines all on the border isn't looking so hot. What about Karnak? I'm sure they'll be fine without me around. I really believe that, but it hasn't stopped me from doing some serious thinking for once. Ren, though. That goofball said I ought to forgive my old man. That sounds like him, alright. His head's only gotten bigger since he pulled me out of that tiny bit of mana. Since he pulled out that tiny bit of mana on Viewpoint Island. Can you think of anything more depressing? When it comes down to it, my old man drowned himself in drink out of his own personal weakness. So ultimately, he's the one responsible for Mark's death. I still feel that way, and I doubt there's any convincing me otherwise. But then I think back on my time traveling on the Sandras, and about everything you and Karja told me about Rollo's life. These past few days have been over and over about this and that, to the point where I'm even more confused than ever now. What do you want at the end of the day? That's a good question. I think I'll just stick with everyone here till we're done rebuilding. No clue what I'll do afterward, though. You really are a wonder, you know that? You're a weird thing for danger and adventure, that soft-hearted streak that makes you meddle in everyone's business. Real talk, it's even more depressing than being around Brent. That's ultimate praise coming from you. I don't know about that, but I do want to thank you, Adel. Back when you found me on Callan Island, I honestly couldn't have cared less if I died out there. But now I'm really starting to feel grateful that I didn't. You're leaving Karnak today, aren't you? Here's praying your trip goes smoothly. You take care of yourself too, Rafe. I will. Maybe fate will cross our paths together again somewhere. Well, anyway, let's both keep our heads up out there, alright? See you around, Adel. Rafe, who apparently had something to talk about with his mother, returned back to town with Adel. It looks like there's only one more quest marker. No trouble to report today. Feels like the town's finally coming back to life, doesn't it? Very well. Volta Island will provide you with aid at a later date. With a few strong Normans on the job, clearing out the remaining rubble should proceed swiftly. You may leave supplying materials to us as well. We shall do everything in our power to assist. After all, carpet trading will be indispensable to the reconstruction effort. Oh, thank you! I'm forever in your debt. No need for any talk of debts here. It's as Miss Karja says. Those who live on these seas need to support one another as comrades. Let us all do our very best together. Oh, Adel, today's the day of your departure, isn't it? May you have a wonderful journey, and be sure to come back and see us again someday. I'm sure that wherever you do, Miss Karja and I will be right here waiting for you. So this is the Norman spirit. Gets me right in the heart, it does. Still, failing to repay them would be an affront to my honor as a businessman. Cruise has been full of drive too lately, so I've got to make a good showing of some Rome's brand mercantile spirit. I intend to continue with assisting Karnak's reconstruction efforts. Through trade, we can enrich people's lives and improve the lands on which we reside. Doing so is my truest desire as a merchant. Thank you so much for everything you've done, Miss Dr. Flair. No, it is I who should be thanking you. This has been quite the edifying experience. And I learned many a lesson from you as well, Dr. Ozrod. Oh, don't be ridiculous. Trade the heart of humanity. Capitalism wins overall! Oh, don't be ridiculous. You only got to see my bad side this entire time, no doubt. I can vouch for that. Things are sure to stay busy for us for a while longer, but the two of us will do our best to manage. And of course we'll always uphold the guiding principle of the Asrad Clinic to treat any and all. Haha, I wish you every success. Hold on.
I'm on.
Here in the scope, I've met so many and learned so much. Had I solely searched for the Celcessan flower, I would have missed out on a multitude of experiences. Fate's willing, I'll get to further my studies in this manner for the rest of my days. Thanks to Dr. Flair and the rest of you, I feel I've begun to change as well. I'm gonna start over at square one and make my wife proud, with full conviction in my practice. Well, as proud as she can be in her grave. Oh, hello there, Adel. That was rather quick. Is your business on Balta Island finished already? Pretty much, yeah. Then I suppose we ought to depart before long. We owe you and Dr. Flair in every way I can think of, Adel. And not just me and my father, either. The same goes for the people of Karnak, the princess, and everyone on Balta Island. It might not have been on purpose, but you brought us all together and pointed our way forward. Your adventures do seem to have a way of benefiting those around you, Adel. Another reason why adventuring is the best. Speaking as one of the people you've saved, I certainly can't argue otherwise. So much has happened. Almost too much, you might say. But thanks to it all, Obelia Gump feels like it's headed in a really positive direction. At the very least, the reconstruction efforts will give us more opportunities to collaborate with Balta Island than ever before. They're a lot more cooperative than they used to be. I have a hunch we can build a good relationship with them. At the end of the day, the Reader were born from our own hearts. We'll have to do our best to ensure that never happens again. Anyway, we better not hold up Adel and Dr. Flair any longer, Mirabelle. Right, sorry about that. Traveling together with you has given me a treasure to last a lifetime, Adel. I promise to spend my days cherishing each thought and every feeling our journey inspired in me. So take care of yourself, Adel. I'll be praying for your safe travels. Once Dr. Flair leaves, my father will be the only physician in town again. I guess that means I'll have to make sure he cuts back on the fishing for a while. Oh, hey, it's you! Oh, it's been a while, hasn't it? I didn't expect to see you here. Did you, sail here or what? Seeing Karnak mid-restoration brought back some old memories for me. Back then, the land was ravaged by a terrible flood, and we also had to take great pains in order to rebuild. There are always people, now as before, who rise from each fall and persevere, and I think that's incredible. Living humans truly are a dazzling sort, it turns out. All I can do is watch over things, but I'm still going to cheer them on with all I have. I'll be watching over this place for a little while longer, at least until I've done so enough for Mimi, Neri, and Guniri too. I was so happy to have Obelia Gulf back to its beautiful self that I started roaming my way around it again. But then somewhere near the ruinous island, I picked up this weirdo. Well, it's more like I saved him, really. The guy was practically starving to death. He's sniveling, foul-mouthed, plus completely clueless on what his next move is. But judging by all the stuff on him, he's got a good eye for merchandise. Enough to make for a halfway decent merchant. I just really hope he doesn't try to follow me on my sightseeing tour. There's something about this young man. He doesn't ring any bells, yet he looks so familiar. Could he be the same guy who never dared to reveal his face? Oh, it's the merchant! What's your problem? Quit staring at me! I wasn't planning on ever going outside for your information. But after talking with you, I just started thinking that maybe I really did want to help people after all. And it's weird remembering that feeling. It was like getting a chance to make a fresh start. And that's when this lady showed up. She's kind of an oddball, but she's nice. And she sort of reminds me of the girl I had a crush on. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I've decided to go back to living life more positively. So don't even think about getting in my way, capiche? First things first, I owe this lady. I've got to pay my debts at the very least. After that, I guess I can do whatever I want. Only I knew what that was. I want to savor all that beautiful scenery alone, thank you very much. The last thing I need is some moody tag-along spoiling my trip.
And we're off!
There's no more enemies here. It gives me a short sword back. I guess just so I have something in my equipment slot. So I can still use mana actions. I wonder why Halo can't do that in Salsetta. I recall reading that there was an extra encounter out here now.
Let's make tracks!
Ah, Adol.
How long have you been here?
I came this way directly after Lord Rollo's funeral. We owe you a great debt for your part in this whole affair. It is due to your efforts that Serenity has returned to Abelia Gulf. You've stated, however, that the Grieger are a darkness that nests within the hearts of men.
It's okay, I'll take care of that next time.
There's no telling when they will resurface. Veritable curse upon humanity that they are. The world is in the hands of its people. All of us would do well to bear that in mind.
Just gotta send them packing each time.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Throughout the ages, mankind has built its history upon its struggles, and the days yet to come will almost certainly be no different. Now then, much as I would like you to remain with the Balta Sea Force as the Princess's pillar of support, I believe allowing you your freedom will make the future far more storied. That is to say, I have a feeling we'll meet again someday. Somewhere.
They keep adding more characters and lore with each East game. I feel like there's gonna be like a mega game at some point.
Allow me to express my gratitude. I pray from the heart that your travels be safe.
If they do a remake of East 1 and 2, I feel like it's gonna be one of their biggest things to date. That game is so, like, God, the gameplay is so scuffed, but the world building and, like, art direction is, like, amazing. I love floating islands. I'm surprised it's still letting me go down here. There's nothing down here, is there?
How's that? Here goes! Something's there. And we're off! Let's make tracks!
Was this always here? An uninscribed runestone. Oh my!
The cold up north doesn't mess around. How long's it been? 46 years?
Is this unique music?
Hard to believe that
No, it's not.
vanished, just like that. Right after achieving their dream, too.
Yeah, it doesn't sit well with me. I smell foul play. You know who always did like to toy with people's fates.
Checks out. Can't well picture her falling by the wayside otherwise. We're gonna want to brace ourselves, though, if that ends up being the case.
This one is voice acted.
Sorry to drag you along on this.
Who's talking?
Little late for that now. Besides, even if you begged me not to come, I made her a promise I'm aiming to keep.
Let's hurry ahead then. We have to make it out of here before sundown.
What on earth? Was that Rolla? Wasn't it the past, or... 46
Should be a good
years.
spot to rest. Let's make tracks.
Is that in Adol's future? Because he does live in the snowy mountains once he retires. This has mostly just been a victory lap. Let's go back to Karnak. I think that might be everyone.
And we're off.
So I know why they'd never bring back the silver armor, and that's because it's made of Claria, and Claria disappeared after East 2. But I still think this is Adol's best design. Except in the East 2 anime, where they gave him this and a purple cape. And you can see that, like, his belt buckle has some purple on it, so it still fits his color scheme. I don't know why they never brought that back. That's the sickest thing. I'm sure I don't need to tell you guys how much I like purple. But yeah, the East anime is pretty good. I think both parts were done by different studios, but East 2 was done by the same guys that did Record of Lodos 4. Yeah, I think that's everyone. I guess it's time to go.
That's that then. The torch is yours from here on out.
Sure thing. Consider it a promise.
You like purple, I couldn't tell. A promise to what?
To make sure my little brother doesn't bite off more than he can chew while I'm not watching. I'll be counting on Dogi to keep an eye out in my stead. Can't just let a lodestone for trouble like you stumble from one scrape into another alone.
I'm no Norman, though, so this won't be another Shield Brethren situation.
Don't worry, Dogi, you can fight by my side eventually. And he's 7.
It's certainly true that Adol might benefit from having someone of that nature along. A partner who can both encourage and admonish him as the situation demands.
Karja and the doc here could use some babysitting themselves, if you ask me.
Right then. If there's nothing else that needs taken care of, let's hoist the sails and put to sea.
East 2 is a lot better than East 1, though.
Fare thee well, Karnak.
I'd very much like to return in the future, after they've fully rebuilt.
I can probably put the controller down now.
About where I'm dropping you off. Kaznan's inland from the Selsetan coast, so there's no harbor in the area. That means we'll have to shoot for the passenger liner's port of call.
Ahoy!
Ren?
Was that? Those guys. Seems like every one of them's managed to find a new life goal to work toward.
What about you, Karja?
I'm the
I guess
same.
it's not time to put controller down.
Since that talk with my mom, I've settled on a goal of my own. To scour the seas for a place where we Normans can build a new home. To take my turn carrying on the dreams she and so many others stood for. That's nobody's choice but mine, of course. Sure, it'll mean rough waters ahead of me, but seeing Rolo, the life that old-timer led, it spurred me on.
I know you can do it.
Can't say how, but I'll try. Adol? Decades from now, when I'm an old woman and you're an old man, no matter how much time goes by, we'll still be Shield brother and Shield sister. If you're in a fix, I'll rush to the rescue sure as the sun. So, whenever it comes to mind, even if it's only once in a while, come pay me a visit, okay?
Her smile. That's it. We did it. It's weird to see the title in lowercase. I know it's... I've been having it in uppercase for my entire, stream. I'm just gonna... So I wonder what they're gonna change about this with the remake. Also, someone said something about there being a New Game Plus. Yeah, thanks for showing up, Ducky. It's nice to see you here. Overall, I really like this. I don't think it's the best Ace game. It does have some flaws. Kind of apparent ones. But overall, I really liked it. Sedra melts into the floor out of happiness. Yeah, this is just one of those games that kind of affected me. I mean, I wasn't that invested in the story. Even though I like the side characters, I still feel like the side characters got too much development. Well, not development. I feel like they got too much focus. If they were more involved with the main plot, then I would have had a lot more of a better time with them. I kind of feel like maybe they had planned on having 6 party members again, like the past 3 games. Do you think the remake is going to be a big improvement? Honestly, yes. There is a lot to improve on it. It's mostly like the exploration I didn't really care all that much for. Well, I mean, I liked it. Anyone who watched the streams can tell you that. It's just... How to put this into words? I did not really relish running back and forth over the same islands, like, 10 times trying to find all the buried treasure. I know I chose to 100% this game, but 100%ing East games is usually worth it. Now I'm wondering if I should stream Memories of Cell 7 next. Just go in chronological order from this. Oh! When these guys do a remake, they do it right. Yeah, this is a little, like, intense for credits music. This might be an unused boss theme or something. Secret boss in the remake? I don't know, I already beat the super boss. Oh, I like this! It's really nice! Malcolm sound team never misses. Oh wait, didn't we just band? Awkward moment. Just enjoy it. Even though your avatar ain't showing and I know I'm jamming out. Yeah. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a limitation in sideways rotation. Also, when I like move myself all the way to the right, my boob squishes a little bit. Same goes with left. I hope someday I can get some upgrades to this. I would like a blush and a cry toggle as well. Because right now, I would remind you, my only toggle is big mode. Oh yay, she keeps the axe! My main concern is what to choose as the thumbnail for this. I'd like to do, Mermaid, Rila, but I feel like that might be a spoiler. Oh, finally we have an animated segment. Perfect. Next, Sedra. Yeah! Wind up pizza as the thumbnail? I don't think I'm gonna do that. Oh. This could also be thumbnail. I don't know. Then. Slot 235. Clear data. Ooh. New game plus. I'll have to think about that later. We have a time attack mode as well, but I think I'm just gonna stop. Thank you, everyone. This has been one of my favorite streams so far, actually. Even though I know it wasn't, like, the most successful, a lot of people started dipping because they didn't really know what to do. Or they were, like, completely lost as far as plot went. I still enjoyed this, and I'm glad that, you all joined for it as well. Yeah, this has just been, like, a wonderful experience. So someday in the future, I may stream, Memories of Sedra. I have been meaning to replay that. Make it play Mega Man Legends. I would like to, it's just kinda hard to track down. Alright, I'm gonna go now.